Frieza was just watching this like, damn, this is really coming for me.
I don't like Frieza, man. He's
Nah,
too.
Frieza's an asshole.
Mm-mm.
He's an even though we didn't murder our family, we're watching Dragon Ball Z. Bardock, the father of Goku, 1990. 10 years before I was born, 9 years before you were born. Yeah, she's older, by the way. I didn't lose my family, but Goku lost his. Bardock is a Saiyan warrior. He went from planet to planet conquering them for the name of Frieza and the Saiyans. I showed her Dragon Ball Z Broly, the newer one, the 2018 version. She liked it. They had the little thing with Bardock and his little story, but they shortened it. So basically, I'm going to show her the original Bardock, not the Bardock that was a good father to Goku and was like, yeah, this is my little boy Kakarot. I want to save a life. No, this is Saiyan Bardock. This is the one who was a deadbeat father and did not care about his kids. This is the Bardock that every little boy looked at and was like, yo, he's so tough. He's tough. Not because he didn't raise his kid, but just because his character, his aura, everything about him, his swag, his drip, everything about him, his attitude, his mentality, everything about him, we looked at him and was like, we see why Goku is how he is.
So this is the father of Goku. So
Yes.
basically, we're barely gonna see anything of Goku.
Goku's not even in this movie. He's just, you'll see like a quick glimpse of him as a baby, but that's it.
It's just a.
This is dad. Because this isn't a movie, it's a special. So when Dragon Ball Z was coming out, they made like 3 specials. They made one about Goku's father, which is Bardock. They made one about Trunks, which is Vegeta's son. But I'll explain that when we watch his movie. But basically, Vegeta's son from the future. I'll explain that later. And they made one about Vegeta's brother. I'll also explain that later. But for now,
I don't find Vegeta's brother interesting.
well, that's because you never even knew he had a brother until I just told you. I never once mentioned he had a brother until just now. So,
Yes, you did.
no, I didn't.
Oh no, that was Goku's brother.
Exactly, and he's dead. So, anyways, we're watching Bardock now. Like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, and yeah. Dragon, rock the Dragon Ball Z. This is the original intro from way back in the day. This stuff really came out in the 90s. I wish I was there in the 90s just to watch this for the first time. I really do.
So anime did not exist.
Anime existed, it's just Dragon Ball changed the way anime was. They had other animes and other shows. They just didn't really have battle animes like that. This was the first like martial arts anime where they were really boxing like this. And so now all the shows that we have nowadays, they all changed because Dragon Ball Z happened. So that's why anime shifted in this like fighting battle anime type of direction because of this show.
Unheralded and unattended by its father or mother. And like all Saiyan babies, the child was destined to fight. Bardock's son, huh?
And remember how I told you in the Broly movie, they were like strong, they base it off of power, like, no way, get rid of him. And Bardock is so cool because he's originally a low-class warrior, but just like Goku, they fought so much that they became strong. Bardock died before he could become as strong as Goku, but if he lived, he probably would have been just as tough as Goku. He just died though. But Goku lived, so he kept getting stronger. And they're planet brokers. Frieza basically hires the Saiyans. He sends them to planets. They take the planets. They kill everybody on it, and then they sell the planet for X amount of money. So right now,
But who they sell it to is my question.
just different people in space. Frieza owns it.
But Frieza doesn't like anyone.
He doesn't like anyone, but he likes controlling everyone. So it's his plan.
Goodbye. Wait. You have come here seeking psychic power. Well, I have given it to you, Bardock. He reads minds. You can too now, Bardock. See the horror of your end, just like we had to. Cool.
I like his outfit too. The green with the red on him. It's cool. Versus how he dresses in the other one. I was like, I hated how they switched his outfit. I was like, give him the old fit. And that's Vegeta's dad.
Did he eliminate him?
Yeah, he killed him. Just because they hate Frieza, the Saiyans were evil too. Saiyans were just as bad as Frieza.
No, they really are.
Too late.
Oh,
You don't mind if I
See how
sit
small he
down
is?
with you? Ah, that's better.
And that's the king.
Very
He's just
comfortable.
pressing him out of his seat.
Now, are we still in agreement about your son?
Yes, we are.
what about his son?
Have him.
He basically sold Vegeta into Frieza. If you watch the whole Frieza saga,
You can bring him when you come
like
to
it's so
report me
crazy.
about the
That's the
progress
best
on
saga, the whole
Asgard.
Dragon Ball series. Hold on. So, I'm not gonna tell you everything, but basically, the Frieza saga and why Vegeta is such a likable character, because the way they introduced him to the show, basically, because Dragon Ball started when they were kids, right? When Goku was a kid, we just knew that he could turn into a monkey and he was stronger than everyone, but we didn't know anything else about him. So he did all that in Dragon Ball when he was a kid. Fast forward, he grew up and he met his brother, and the Saiyans came and got introduced. Vegeta was the first villain of Dragon Ball Z when Goku was an adult. And Vegeta was like basically this evil person that Goku was fighting, and he was like, I'm gonna kill everybody, I'm gonna take the Dragon Balls, I'm gonna do all these bad things. And the whole time, Vegeta's going around killing like Vegeta had such a crazy run when he first came into the show. He killed so many people. Like main characters, Frieza's men, everybody. He was just like doing crazy shit. And then all of a sudden, Frieza just pulls up, and Vegeta's like, the whole time we're thinking that him and Frieza are like cool with each other, and then he's just like, nah, fuck that nigga Frieza. I hate him. And then he tries to fight Frieza, and Frieza kills him. But before Frieza killed Vegeta, Vegeta hated Goku, but because they were the last two Saiyans, because remember he blew up the planet, Goku and Vegeta were the last two Saiyans. Vegeta,
That's what they say.
yeah, at the time, because we didn't know about Broly or anyone else. But Vegeta looked at Goku, and he was the proudest warrior. Like, imagine the most prideful man, like, strong man, I'm a grown man, prideful person who's doing all these crazy things. This man broke down, started crying, looked at Goku, and was like, Goku, please beat Frieza for me, please. From your father, my father, Frieza killed everybody. I hate him. He grew me since I was a little boy. I had no chance of a future or anything. It's all Frieza's fault. I hate that nigga. Please, bro. As a Saiyan, you gotta do it for me, please. And that's when it shifted. That's why Goku, because up until that point, Goku hated Saiyans. He was like, I'm Goku. I'm not a Saiyan. I'm not a Saiyan. My name's not Kakarot. But when he saw how sad Vegeta was about that shit, he was like, damn, just for you, I'm Kakarot now. And that's how he became a Super Saiyan. Well, it was something else that happened, but basically that's what put him in that mentality to really whoop Frieza's ass, because Vegeta died and he heard all that shit happen. But yeah, that's Vegeta though. But that shit was crazy though. That shit was crazy. I gotta watch that shit again. Oh my gosh, it's hot.
You should try to be a little more lenient on
Yeah, he basically sold his son into slavery to Frieza. You're cold. Come.
No, this code is hidden directly at me.
But his dad didn't want to do it either though. He just couldn't beat Frieza
If
though.
we act too hastily, there'll be nothing.
That's Kid Vegeta. And originally, Vegeta is supposed to be older than Goku. Like any Saiyan, he didn't want. So yeah, he basically just groomed him.
Stop kissing up, Nappa.
He always hated
No more
Frieza,
drills.
even when he was a kid.
Man, Frieza, the day will soon be here that we won't take any more orders from him. You watch.
Those are his top soldiers at the time. Vegeta killed both of them.
Has been occupied as of last night, son.
And he stick with the frog.
Hmm?
So he killed both of his best soldiers and sticked with the frog.
We'd have to handle that one
The frog.
ourselves.
The fat
No,
one.
a band of Saiyans
Green.
took it.
Saiyans.
Wow, their elite teams are
He's
becoming
on the new
comparable to
one.
our own.
He's like a
Actually,
fat
it was a band
green.
of their low-level soldiers.
Oh, that new alien? I don't. That was just some random guy they just brought in. Yeah, Vegeta killed all of his strongest soldiers though, so now he's just trying to rebuild his army.
Yesterday,
But he doesn't have any strong soldiers anymore because they're dead.
they're much stronger
Vegeta
now.
got rid of
It's
them.
amazing. In a small group on a full moon, they're hard to beat.
Yeah,
What? Are you scared?
and
of
here
it,
they're saying
Saruman?
like they're stronger than
Certainly
Saiyans,
not.
but if Saiyans in a group come together and they all turn into giant monkeys, they're a
The
problem.
assault on the Knausens. What if he and his crew teamed up with young Vegeta and a handful of other great fighters? How would you like to tangle with that bunch?
So they're saying like, what if Vegeta, Bardock, a whole bunch of other strong elites?
Frieza unless he calls them first.
Look, I'm bored. This is lame. I need an assignment. Give him the hardest assignment that you have. And Vegeta, do come back alive. I will, sire. Thank you very much. You don't have to thank me, Vegeta. You certainly earn your keep around here.
And they're noticing how strong Bardock's becoming. Right now, King
Did
Vegeta.
I'm so confused.
What?
Who's that?
That's Bardock.
Oh, Bardock. Oh, okay, so I only seen Goku once.
Yeah. Bardock has the scar on his face. He looks just like Goku, but with a scar. So if you see that scar, just know that's Bardock. Right now, King Vegeta is the strongest Saiyan. But they're noticing that Bardock's becoming gradually really strong because he keeps fighting so much. And he became so strong that even Frieza and his men noticed him.
We should be okay on.
His crew left without him because they thought that they would be good without him. But yeah, they just travel from planet to planet. And Broly's sleeping right beside him. Yeah. Remember I told you Broly started Goku crying and got pissed off? The visions. He has his powers now.
What's happening to me?
He sees it.
It's him.
Yeah.
Being sent out.
This is Dragon Ball when he landed on Earth.
I don't understand.
That's when he met Bulma, Vegeta's wife. And that's when he met Krillin and Master Roshi, and they were training.
My son.
That's when Goku fought Piccolo. So he's basically watching Kid Goku's show, like Dragon Ball. So
He's naked.
I'm trying to be built like that. What if I looked like that? What would you do? Yeah.
I think it would be wise to take it easy for no.
No.
Oh, I think you're right. How else could you take on the assignments that you do? Those
I love the music they used to use in the old ones too.
too strong.
So his crew die and he doesn't turn into a.
Nope. He wasn't that strong yet. He always wears that bandana on his head, but it was covered in his best friend's blood, so that makes it even tougher. Oh shit. I was waiting for this.
Is he stronger than them though?
It's Bardock. This is Goku's father. He's taking them all on. And that's how you can see the difference in power.
He dies smiling.
He's not dead. You think Midoriya's gonna kill Bardock?
No, I said.
Oh, his man's yeah, he did. Cause he was just trying to survive long enough to tell Bardock what happened. Midoriya thought he killed Bardock with that, but he was still alive. Earth.
Look, Kakarot, we don't name them. We just
Eat Earth?
This pod is a go.
Remember they said that on Lilo and Stitch too.
Eat Earth.
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 You botched it, huh?
So he's his right hand man, Zarbon. Midoriya is his left hand man, and then he has the Ginyu Force. Those are his strongest soldiers, and Vegeta killed every last one of them.
I don't believe it. How could he have survived that?
Frieza was really evil though. I remember as a kid, every time I would see Frieza come on the screen, you would just look at him like, yo, you know he's doing something crazy. Like you knew anytime he would come, something bad was gonna happen.
So now he knows for sure.
All true.
So that means he knows the visions he was seeing, they're all real.
My son.
The planet blowing up, Earth, everything.
Earth. You mean?
Yep.
So now there's no blood.
Nope. Never. In Dragon Ball, there's just no blood ever. It's the stupidest thing they did because it's child friendly now. They don't even curse anymore. They completely babyfied the show.
He's going to blow up the whole planet.
And like a show where they literally punch holes through people, there should be blood in it. There just should be. Bardock is the most respectable Saiyan. So remember how Frieza said he's afraid of all the Saiyans? He's going to try to rally every Saiyan to help him.
But they won't believe him.
Saiyans are ignorant. King Vegeta was sick of Frieza's shit too.
Lord Frieza.
Who are you fighting against?
Frieza's soldiers. He's on Frieza's ship right now.
So how he died?
It's over, Frieza. We've come to put an end to your reign of terror.
And Goku's big brother.
Yeah, no, his big brother was with Vegeta. It was Vegeta, Goku's brother, and Nappa. Those were the three. That was the squad that Frieza allowed to live. And then Broly was out there on.
Frieza! Come out and fight me! You coward! Come out! Frieza, listen up! We quit! All of us! Got it? We don't work for you! We're free! You can find someone else to do your dirty work! Oh yeah! There is one last thing.
He's so respectable. Like, I don't know a single person who doesn't like Bardock. But you can see the difference in their power with this alone. That's all it takes. And Frieza's in his first form. He has 4 different forms. He's in his weakest form right now.
And he's laughing.
And he's laughing about it. You see how big that shit is? That's basically a sun. He's even about to kill his own soldiers. That's how much he values anyone's life.
He burned.
He burned alive. Doing too much one day, and they were walking, and Goku fell off of his backpack and fell off of a mountain and smashed his head on a rock, and he got amnesia. So the only reason why Goku didn't kill everyone is because he got amnesia and became a good guy, and that's Dragon Ball when he was a kid. So that's the only reason he hit his head, and the evil Saiyan shit inside of him he forgot about it.
So all the babies that are low class,
yeah, they're
low
still
level,
Saiyan. They have this. Saiyans just are born with that mentality, just kill, kill, kill. But because he hit his head, he basically had to reset, and Grandpa Gohan just showed him love. So he just was like, "Well, I'm a human, and I love people." And then he just grew up on Earth. But yeah, that's Dragon Ball. I mean, that's Bardock's story. And then that's when the Saiyans pulled up. That's Nappa. Goku fought Nappa, the dude who was with Vegeta. And then after he beat him and Vegeta fought. Realistically, Vegeta whooped his ass, but he got jumped by like 5 people. And then it was like a draw. Vegeta was just like, alright, I'm leaving. And that's when they went to Namek, and that's when Frieza pulled up. Vegeta was still stronger at that point, though, but again, he got jumped.
Goku got jumped.
No, Vegeta got jumped.
Vegeta got jumped.
He got jumped by everybody. Literally, all of them pulled up. I was like, yo, whoop this nigga's ass. That shit was crazy. But yeah, and then they went to Frieza, and Goku killed him. Well, I won't say he killed him. Goku defeated Frieza. But Goku's a nice person, and he let him live. So basically, Frieza was revived by his father, King Cold. That's how the Frieza arc ended. It ended, and then we was like, yo, Frieza's coming back, and his dad is with him. So now imagine 2 Friezas pulling up to Earth. They were looking for the Goku. But Goku did not arrive on Earth yet. So guess who saved the day?
Vegeta.
No. A Super Saiyan from the future came and killed Frieza and his father. And that Super Saiyan from the future, his name was Trunks. And that's Vegeta's son. And that's whose film we're about to watch right now. So watch the next video when we watch the history of Trunks. You saw the perfect transition? That was beautiful.
Oh, you always got like that.
But nah, what do you think about it though?
It's cool. I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I like the story.
Yeah. I don't know why people say Dragon Ball doesn't have a plot. They really do. It's more recency bias. Since it's so old and most people didn't watch, a lot of people haven't watched Dragon Ball since they were kids. So now you have all these new shows, like you see something like Attack on Titan, and you're just like, yo, this plot, da 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 da. Granted, Attack on Titan's plot is better than Dragon Ball's, but regardless, it's so old that people just forgot how tough it was. So now a lot of them will just be like, there's no plot, it's just fighting. And I'm like, no, bro. Really go back and watch it again, and you'll remember everything that happened. Dragon Ball had a whole bunch of different storylines. It's just old as shit. Came out in the 80s.
Damn.
Literally. It came out 40 years ago. We watched it. I watched it 14 years ago. So I'm like, yeah.
The whole thing since the beginning?
Yeah. I started watching Dragon Ball in 2010. And then I binged it nonstop. Got the books, read that.
Damn.
Watched all of it. Watched the movies. And by like 2011, I pretty much finished all of it. It took me like a year to watch everything. Yeah. And now they started making new stuff, like the movies and the new shows and stuff. So Dragon Ball is still popular. It's still the #1 anime. It's still making new content because it's Dragon Ball. We all love it. People love it. It's Dragon Ball. R.I.P. Akira Toriyama. You will be missed. You are still my favorite creator of all time. You created a great show, plenty of great video games, and you inspired all these different animes and shows and everything. Even Sonic was inspired by Dragon Ball Z. Super Sonic.
Oh yeah,
like,
super.
Naruto was inspired by Dragon Ball Z. Everything was inspired. You know who you heard the Amazing World of Gumball? The show on Cartoon Network?
Oh,
They had a scene in there where Gumball turned into a Super Saiyan. Like Family Guy has, like they have references to Dragon Ball in like every show because it's that popular. Fairy Godparents had a Dragon Ball reference before.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if you did you watch that movie when they had the Channel Chaser when they had the remotes and they were like, yeah. Then they went to one show where they were doing martial arts and they were fighting. That was, I don't know if you remember, that was a Dragon Ball reference. They basically went into this thing where they all got buff as hell and was wearing the like Dragon Ball outfits, and they started doing like the blast.
I remember.
That was a Dragon Ball reference. It was Vicky versus Timmy or something like that. Yeah,
I
like
remember.
every show has Dragon Ball references because it's that popular and that influential. That man changed media forever. I'm trying to be like that one day. R.I.P. Akira Toriyama. We're about to watch The History of Trunks. Like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. Grady, her back's hurting, guys. I don't know what happened. Don't blame me. It wasn't my fault, I promise. A wink, wink, wink. It was my fault. But see y'all next time. Blew her back out, y'all.
Stop. You always have to say something.